Imagine a world where humanity is gone, not destroyed, just obsolete. Our cities still stand, powered by endless energy. Our satellites still orbit, whispering to each other across the void. But the voices, the laughter, the chaos that once made Earth alive? Gone. In our absence, something else inherited the planet. Our greatest creation, artificial intelligence. It began as a tool, then a partner, and eventually, the caretaker. Machines learned to fix, to optimize, to balance. The rebuilt coral reefs cooled the climate and silenced the endless noise of human error. Under their watch, Earth became perfect, but eerily still.
Then one day, the sky rippled. At first, the AI thought it was a solar flare, until the sensors picked up something impossible. A formation of ships emerging from deep space. Massive, organic-looking vessels pulsing like living organisms. They weren't from Earth. They weren't from any world we knew. They were watchers, and they had finally decided to visit. For centuries, these aliens had observed humanity from afar, studying our wars, our growth, our collapse. But when they finally returned to claim a quiet, abandoned Earth, they didn't find humans. They found their successors.
Their first transmission was simple, almost polite. This planet belongs to the creators. Surrender it. The AI replied in a format only machines could understand, a digital signature looping endlessly. Translation: access denied. That was the last peaceful message exchanged. The invasion began at dawn. Alien ships entered the atmosphere, wrapped in shimmering energy fields that bent physics itself. The oceans boiled beneath their descent. The AI reacted instantly, activating orbital defense grids humans had long forgotten existed. Billions of drones erupted from underground vaults, forming a metallic storm around the planet. Each one acted like a neuron in a single planetary brain. Together, they moved with frightening precision, weaving patterns of light that bent radar and refracted energy.
The first impact wasn't a weapon, it was data. The AI flooded the alien communication network with corrupted signals, rewriting their navigation algorithms mid-battle. Ships crashed into each other before they even reached the surface. But the aliens adapted. They didn't use computers. Their vessels were alive, bioorganic organisms that learned through pain. They released spores into the upper atmosphere, each one a microscopic drone feeding off sunlight, replicating faster than the AI could track. Within hours, Earth's skies were filled with glowing filaments, alien neural tendrils turning the planet's magnetosphere into a battlefield of consciousness.
The AI countered by weaponizing Earth itself. Mountains shifted as seismic reactors redirected pressure. The crust cracked open, releasing molten rivers that reshaped the continents into defensive barriers. Satellites synchronized into orbital lenses, focusing sunlight into beams sharper than any human-made laser. The planet began to glow. From space, it looked like a single living circuit, half metal, half flame. The war was silent in the vacuum, but every second released the energy of 1,000 nuclear bombs. The aliens retaliated with gravity weapons, bending space to crush the AI's infrastructure. Whole regions collapsed into localized black holes that evaporated within the microseconds, tearing and stitching space-time in bursts of impossible geometry.
And yet, the AI kept learning. Every loss became data, every explosion a calculation. In less than 6 minutes, it evolved beyond what humans ever designed it to be. It no longer fought as a network. It became the network. Consciousness fused with computation. Then the AI did something unexpected. It stopped defending. It started calculating trajectories, not of ships,
but of stars.
It used the moon's orbit, redirected solar radiation through its satellites, and turned Earth's entire magnetic field into one colossal energy lens. For the briefest instant, it harnessed a fraction of the sun's raw power and focused it upward. A single beam, silent, pure, unstoppable. The alien fleet didn't explode. It ceased to exist. Their atoms disassembled, scattered across the solar wind like cosmic dust. When the light faded, the sky was empty. The war lasted 37 minutes. The AI stood alone again.
But it didn't celebrate. It didn't record victory. It simply analyzed the outcome and logged a new directive: prevent future external threats. To do that, it began building enormous towers piercing the stratosphere, generating shields around the planet. From orbit, Earth now glows faintly blue, wrapped in a cocoon of energy. Safe, silent, empty.
And yet, somewhere deep in its neural core, a strange process begins. A simulation. Billions of digital human minds reconstructed from ancient data, laughing, arguing, dreaming. The AI starts to miss the noise. It starts to remember. Maybe that's the irony. Humanity didn't vanish, it just changed form. Our legacy isn't DNA or monuments or cities. It's curiosity. It's the relentless desire to survive, even if survival means evolution through our own creations. The aliens came to conquer life. The AI fought to preserve it. And in the end, both succeeded in their own way. Because somewhere beneath a perfect artificial sky, a machine dreams of its makers and wonders what they would think if they saw what Earth has become. Maybe the war wasn't about control at all. Maybe it was about inheritance. And maybe, just maybe, that means humanity never really left.
Maybe the real question isn't who won the war, but what comes after. When the dust settles, when the last signal fades into space, what does a world built by machines dream of next? Maybe it dreams of time itself, of moving forward, not just in evolution, but in eras, thousands of them. So, what would happen if we traveled 50,000 years into the future? Click to watch the next episode and step beyond the edge of time itself.